Welcome back, guys, to this episode of Texas D36 Garage. I know what you just saw on Friday was a little bit of a snippet of car stuff, but it was just unveiling the big surprise. You guys saw it, but we are back to housework. And as you can see behind me, I have a missing window, which is right there, which we just took out, which was super simple. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. It's got little, the windows back here have little flanges that kind of come off and hold the whole window in, so it's super easy to take out. It takes like all of 5 minutes with a hammer. So we pop this window out, and we have our new one here from Lowe's. And I'm about to unwrap it and measure it and see what we have to do as far as framing this in. I know we have to frame it in because that window is wider than this one, but we'll frame it top, and I believe we have to frame it bottom as well. But let's get this unwrapped and see what we got, guys. So guys, we're getting this window taken out of all its wrapping and putting it to the side. There we go. With a razor blade on the ground. I'm going to rough measure this thing. I don't know. I thought I had a thing, but I guess I don't. Let me go get a tape measure. Okay, guys. Slight problem. Well, I don't know, slight problem. Our window, width-wise, is fine. We have space. We're gonna bring this in. We're gonna tuck the window as tight as we can to here, and we're gonna have like 6 inches here. We'll frame this in, and the whole bit, and the shenanigans, and all that kind of stuff. But where we run into problems is height. Right now, this is like 57 1/8. The window is like 59 3/8. So we have to knock out this bottom plate here and get all this spray foam stuff out. And we will knock this off. And I think we're just going to be able to put the window straight on this plate here. So let's get this off. Well, I'm doing this all back-asswards, guys. Sorry. Grab the right tools. So, guys, moved you a little bit closer, guys. So, we're gonna have to cut this out, and we're gonna have to bring it down like 3/4 of an inch. So, let's get this thing cut out, and let's get to remaking this thing. What we will do now is remake this piece just lower. So what I need to do is get this piece off the front here, cut these guys down, which these guys seem pretty loose in the first place, but we'll get this knocked off of this piece, because we'll reuse this piece here to go back on there. Then we'll recut a new piece there, cut these down by 3/4, and re-put the window in. So let's do it, guys. So guys, sorry, I got the pen in my mouth. So we've marked our 59.5, which is right where the perfect opening is for that entire window. So we are going to put a level on, score a line here along these, cut these, and get us a new base plate on here so that we can get this window mounted. So let's go at it. Actually, we're gonna go from the top of this, which is yeah, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna measure from the bottom of this to that, and we're gonna get 22 and 5/8. We'll do the same thing here. Mark this. Oh, duh! Gotta go 1.5 inches lower than that. Guys, gotta use your brain, guys. Gotta go. I'm not thinking right now. Gotta go 1.5 inches down for our stud. And then we measure this. God, I was like, what is going on, guys? This is crazy. 21 and an 1/8. 21 and an 1/8. And then we can mark this and cut it. 21 and an 1/8. 21 and an 1/8. Okay, got it marked. Now to cut them. Change the plans, guys. As I was cutting into these, as you can see, they're really not attached to anything, and they are pretty trashed as they are. So I am going to remove them, clean this up, and we are going to put in some new ones. We'll just go back with all new studs right here. We bought all new studs today at Lowe's, so that will not be a problem. Anyways, that whole base plate is gone right there anyway, so not like that stud was sitting on anything. So yeah, should be good to go, guys. So let's build some new studs. So guys, now that we got our 2 new vertical studs made, we need to measure the opening here. I don't know where the tape measure is. Tape measure. And we're going to measure this opening, and we're going to make a piece that fits right on top of all that and screws in here. So we are looking at roughly 42 and a half type. 42 and 3/8. So let's mark it and cut it. So guys, now you see, and I've just hammered this in lightly. I've just tapped it into place. Still needs to be level, and then once it's leveled, then we'll shoot it in and get all the vertical supports screwed in too. But I'm just checking to see what our overall height is here. 42 and 3/8. I mean, 59 and 3/8, 59 and 3/8. So that's perfect. It's exactly where we need to be, which is going to be super tight for that, which is exactly what we want, because you don't want a loose thing. We can shim it. We can do whatever we got to if it's not enough or it's too much. But let's get this level and let's get that screwed together, guys, so we can be done. So guys, we're gonna level this as much as we can. Where's my hammer? There we go. Up. Just a slight. No, down. So guys, shingles, which eventually we're going to be replacing with hardy board on the outside, but as of right now we are keeping them till we get to the siding. But we are going to, yeah, that's it. I'm going to throw some screws in our pocket here. We are going to throw the drill outside, right there. And we're going to clear that area. We're going to grab this window, and we're going to try to fit it in here. I have, looks like the phone cord or something is right there, so we'll have to slip it in, we'll have to lift it up. But I got to go and do this from the outside, guys. So we have the window like this. I'm going to lift it out, slide it in, and then I'm going to try to attach it. I think I got to attach it from the outside. Alright, well, we'll see. Oh, hang on. This is an easy thing. Easy way to do it. Let's take the screen off this. So let's take the screen off. Then we can access the whole window. There we go. So we can lift this, and we are going to slide it out, then set it down on our new base plate. We're gonna see how this actually fits in here. And it looks like this thing's not even close to being square, but it could also be the window, the opening. But I gotta push that cord up and over the actual window. I'm too short to do that. So there it goes. So, and it looks like, am I sitting on something here? Looks like this is kind of sitting cockeyed here. But let's shut this window so it squares everything up. And let's kind of judge what we got here. I think there's a trim piece up here that's getting in the way. And a bunch of exterior, oh, it's that. It's exterior flashing that's getting in our way out here. Okay, well, we'll have to get that flashing off before we can slide this window in. So let's pull this window up and set it down outside, as in that's the way we're going to be dealing with it. And this thing, I have to get tied back up there somewhere. But let's get all this off up here so you can see what we're doing. Okay guys, we got that trim off and the flashing. I believe this is phone cord that we no longer have phone cord anymore. So I need to tuck this up and out of the way so that we can actually get this window in. So, as we did before, as we'll do again here, we'll slide this window into place and see where it gets us. So guys, looks like it fits pretty good. We're tight to that side. But got 2 screws in to hold it. for right now, because we still have to put our other piece in here and make sure this whole thing comes all the way in, which it's like a tight fit over here, but I also think the window is slightly not level, so we need to level it up, true it up, and get it to slide in. Where did I put the level? So we gotta level. Need to level the window. Make sure that the window is level, which it is not. So the bottom needs to kick in a little bit. So we'll kick that end in. There you go. That brings that in a little bit more. And that gets us kind of where we need to be, guys. So now we just need to make this 2x4 piece here. Bracing sits right here, goes all the way up. So I'll measure this here, put that piece in, and then we're basically, window is in. We'll screw it all the way around with some screws, and then we'll fill in that little area for temporary closing in. But pretty much almost there, guys. I get the window in, and I said I was building this thing, but when I looked at it, I realized that I installed the window wrong. So guys, as I was saying before the camera died, that I put the window in wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but the way I mounted it on the outside it mounted to the shingles, like the slats that hold the shingles on. But we're no longer doing shingles on the outside of the house, we're doing hardy boards. So we had to take those slats off. So I had to take those slats off so I could mount the window. But as you can see, we have the window mounted. It's in. We have sheetrock up, we have our bracing, and we got 2 more windows to do in the whole house, and we're done with windows, guys. We have one more, which is one behind you guys, which is identical to this one, but now that I know what I'm doing on this one, I can repeat it on that one pretty quick. So we have one more window in the front room, but guys, that's it for this video. This window killed me tonight. It's hot in here. I have 2 AC units going, but it's still not enough right now. But thanks for watching, guys. 1 window down, 2 to go. I'll see you next video. So guys, we did the other window. For me, it was 2 days ago. For you guys, it literally was seconds ago. We finished up that window, finished up the sheetrock, and we are going to jump onto this window. So the same thing we did over there, we have to do here. But now that I know what I did over there wrong, or backwards, or whatever, I can move over to this, and we can do this the correct way, and actually get this in, out, and everything, hopefully pretty quick before the sun goes down, which, you know, goes down pretty quick here, but we'll get all this crap off and get this window out of here so we can get the new one in. The window is off, but there's so much caulk on the outside that it's still holding the window in and I can't pull it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump outside, knock all the caulk off around, and we can fold this window in and get it out of here. So guys, the window's out now. So, we still have to do the same thing we did on the other window, which this trim has to come off completely on this side. I'll lay the trim down there. We're not going to be reusing this trim. This trim is like super old, has multiple layers of caulk, and like what is this? I don't even know where this stuff is. So we need to tuck that up there so we can get all of this off and get this window. Boom. Get this window taken care of, guys. So let's clean it up and get this thing ready to be taken out. So guys, since this window is already centered in this wall, as you can see, these are two 4x8 sheets of sheetrock, full sheets. The window's centered. So unlike the window over here on this side that we moved further away from the wall to get some space, we are actually going to center this new one directly in the middle of this wall. So instead of having just one tight to here and another stud here on this side making it the gap, we're actually going to center the window and we're going to put two whatchamacallits, 2x4s. two 2x4s on either side and actually center the window in this wall. But to do so, we have to remove this and these down here. So let's get all this start to be removed. So guys, I'm gonna take you guys off this real quick. So something a little bit different on this window that we're gonna have to do up here. So as we step out, we have a pipe that is a conduit pipe that runs from the meter that's on that side of the house all the way over to the panel box. That we cannot move, and that is actually going to get in the way of our window and putting in the new window up top and that high and all that kind of stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lower this window down, the new one, down by a 2x4 and drop it down so we have something to nail to, and then just drop this down 1.5 inches for the 2x4 at the top. So we're just going to cut it down 1.5 inches even more. So what we'll do is we'll mount the top one first, screw it up there, and then what we'll do is we'll get our measurement, put our bottom piece in, and then we'll have our opening for the window. Then we can frame in the sides and we can go from there, guys. But it's gonna happen here because of that conduit up there. We don't have any other choice for that, so that's how that's gonna have to happen, guys. So let's get to it. Okay guys, well, we have our top rung and our bottom rung set. We've marked center on both of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tick mark on the window at center of the window, and when we set it in here, that's going to give us our spacing on either side so we can put the window in the direct middle of the opening, guys. So guys, we have marked our spots for our beautiful 2x4s, and we now need to cut two 59.5 pieces and get them put in and get them squared. And then what I'm going to do is I'll take the window and move it outside, and we'll push it up just like we did the last window, and then screw it on, and we should be good to go, guys. And then we can fill in all the holes and get this thing sheetrocked up and looking like that, and we should be good to go. So let's get this cut, get this window in. So guys, we have our first one in here, nice and solid. Then what we need to do is measure 35.5 over, and we'll place our next one, and we'll level that one, level it to this one, and then what we'll do is we'll test with this window. I'll slide it out here before I put this next one in. Slide it out, lift it up, push it in, and if it fits, we'll square it up, and we'll screw it in, and, you know, be done, guys. So let's cut this other one. We gotta cut it 59.5 as well, because that's the opening. and we'll get that put up. Okay, guys, we have all of our bracing up and our 2x4s and everything. And we are going to lift the window, put it outside. Gotta try to fit this window in, guys. I have my drill, I have everything out here. So, our first thing is, see if the window fits. And then if it does, screw it in. So guys, window is in. I have it just tacked there with a couple screws on the outside. That was so we could adjust this and see, make sure it opens all the way. Sure it does everything it's supposed to. As you can see, it does, and it's square. So now we can go in from the other side and finish screwing it in. Then we can do our sheetrock and all that kind of stuff, but let's clean up a little bit before we do the rest of this stuff. So I'll see you in a minute. Well guys, as you can see, we have all the insulation in. We're using roll bat insulation, what we've been using all throughout the house, but we now have everything insulated and we are actually ready to go. So we just need to sheetrock it. Most likely we're going to do one piece up there, one piece here, and 2 strips up the side. So let's get cutting some sheetrock, getting it on the wall so we can be done. So guys, window number 2 is done. So now we have window there, brand new windows, all sheetrock, ready to go. And this room is basically almost done, except for that is going to be our new laundry room, guys. So as you saw before, we have all our plumbing and our drain and everything set for our washer dryer. That's going to go here. This wall is going to come out, and that's going to be one whole big opening for washer dryer and a small little folding table and some hanging stuff and all our washing, drying stuff and jiggers that we gotta have, our Tide Pods that we don't eat that we actually use to wash clothes.
Maybe edit that part out because that was weird.
Nah. So, thanks for watching, guys.
Like.
Yes, you know it. So, like the video, subscribe, guys. We're getting there, little by little. Next is subfloor. So, stay tuned to next video, guys. Go grab some stickers off the website.
Look at her mouth.
And I have a few things coming up, guys, that I'm gonna do a video on. Might be next video, not sure. Gonna run through a few things that have happened in the past week or so. So I'll let you guys know next video. So stay tuned, guys.